Good morning, students. In our previous video we have already discussed about biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. Today we will see the disadvantages of biodegradable materials. See, it is not necessary that always the biodegradable materials will be useful only. The decomposition of those organic matter will be useful. Sometimes it create problems also. How is it? These are the three main problems that are caused by biodegradable materials. Suppose a lot of organic material or kitchen waste or dead bodies of the plants and animals is dumped in a large land area. Then at that time, due to the decomposition of those materials, you will find that unbearable or intolerable smell will be observed there, and this smell will create, and further it will create lot of health problems. Also, the decomposition process is taking place in an open area. It results in infections, and those infections are caused because of the breeding of these mosquitoes, flies and other vectors of the diseases. Different kinds of microorganisms will develop and create lot of infections there. So that's how even the biodegradable materials causes such kind of problems. And we know non-biodegradable materials always results in biomagnification. That's obvious. So it is necessary that if decomposition process of these biodegradable materials has to take place, then it should be done in an area away from the human population to avoid such problems. Now let's move on to the next topic here, that is how human activities are affecting the environment, our environment. As you might have heard from your elders at home, that the environment, the atmosphere that is there now, it is very different from that of the olden times. They used to have pure air, fresh air. The habits, the food habits, the lifestyle, the attitude of the people towards the environment was completely different earlier. And when we compare that with today's environment, it is you can say quite different. We are facing lot of problems because of our own activities. The change in the lifestyle of the human beings, their attitude towards the environment and the technology has resulted in affecting the environment in a worst manner, and due to this only we are observing an imbalance in the natural activities or natural phenomena. The important, or you can say the main problems that we observe are the very first one, due to the non-biodegradable materials, that is biomagnification or biological magnification. Since the synthetic materials are used extensively, the microorganisms are unable to prepare enzymes or the chemical substances that can decompose them, and hence those non-biodegradable materials like plastic, DDT and many such chemicals are remaining in the environment or sustaining in the environment for a very long time in the same condition, and causing problems in higher living organisms, particularly humans. Next we have global warming. Global warming. The temperature of the earth is rising every year. It is all because of the use of vehicles, and the very important one, cutting down of the trees. The changing lifestyle of the human beings for furniture, for different kinds of aspects, the cutting down of trees has resulted in the global warming, due to which the glaciers at the poles of the earth, they are also melting, and hence the level of the water in the seas and oceans is increasing, resulting in drowning of the seashores. as the temperature is increasing, we are seeing different seasonal activities that are very unnatural, I should say actually. And the next one, we are having ozone depletion. Ozone depletion. First we need to see what is ozone. See, ozone is a layer. It is a layer that is present at a greater height in our atmosphere. Its chemical composition is O3. That means it contains 3 oxygen atoms. 3 oxygen atoms linked together as one molecule, which we are calling as O3. Now the point will come in your mind that oxygen, O2, is very useful and we need it for our survival, right? It is a very useful thing. For respiration process we will use this one. Whereas O3, that is ozone, is highly poisonous if inhaled directly. Highly poisonous. But still, it protects the earth, it protects the living organisms on earth from harmful UV rays that are coming from the sun. It absorbs those rays and protects the living beings, protects the living systems on earth from these harmful rays. So here O3, ozone, is getting depleted. Its layer is becoming thinner day by day, and it is happening because of the several chemicals that we are using in our daily life. First, let's see how this ozone is formed. As I said, ozone is formed by oxygen only. Oxygen molecules present in the atmosphere, due to the UV radiations, they break, right? They get broken down and get separated as nascent oxygen atoms, single oxygen atoms. And this single oxygen atom will again combine with another molecule of oxygen to give ozone, that is O3. But as the depletion, the layer of the ozone is decreasing day by day, the UV radiations from the sun are entering into the system, are entering into the Earth's atmosphere, and due to that they are resulting in skin cancer in human beings and many other type of diseases, skin diseases and cancers in both plants and diseases of both plants and animals, which is a thing that we need to be concerned about. Hence, to avoid this one, people are working on different aspects, different ways in which this depletion can be controlled. So they finally came to know that the chlorofluorocarbons, which are commonly called as CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, these were extensively used in refrigerators, fire extinguishers, refrigerators, fire extinguishers, and ACs, air coolers, ACs, air conditioners. And due to their use, whatever the CFCs will be there, they do not allow this process to be carried out, and hence ozone formation decreases, resulting in the thinner layer of the ozone in our atmosphere. Thus, different steps have been taken by UNO, or particularly I should say UNEP, United Nations Environment Program, UNEP, United Nations Environment Program. This organization has signed a pact with all the countries, almost all the countries, to avoid the use of chlorofluorocarbons in preparation of these devices, refrigerators, fire extinguishers and ACs. Even though the work is going on, or you can say everyone is trying to follow this one, but it is not possible to stop everything at the same time and make these this ozone formation useful, or you can say as it was earlier, to make it or to bring it back to its original form. So we need to grow more and more plants, try to limit our activities, human activities, which are resulting in such problems like biomagnification, global warming and ozone depletion. So it is very necessary that each and every human being must try from his side that by growing plants, by limiting the use of the plastic and trying to change the attitude and lifestyle, so that our earth can again come back to its original form, or the human life can become more comfortable, right? So this was all about the effects that we are observing nowadays in our environment due to the human activities. So in the next video we will discuss some further topics. Till then, take care.